It's the Tavern on the Tracks machine from Berlin, Connecticut. Car number 39 for Paul Varricchio Jr.
We're at Tavern on Tracks. Tavern on Tracks is my number one sponsor here, my primary sponsor. At the start of the season, I had a new car that was sitting in the shop that we didn't finish yet. I put the old car back together just so we could start with something because I didn't have enough time to finish the new car. The first 3 races with that old car, I knew what we were up against, and we just tried with the best we could to keep some kind of good points. So when we start out with a new car, we're already starting with something behind us. We're not starting a bad handicap. We're somewhere in the middle of the handicap. We were going in optimistic. New car, new setup, new things. You know, I rented a track and finally got my feet going with the car, and the first open practice I did with it when I rented a track was phenomenal. I ran the fastest times I've ever ran in my life with that new car.
All right, there he is, Paul Varricchio Jr. He puts that number 39 car into 3rd place tonight, gets him a podium run in the late models.
Oh, it was awesome. It was an awesome day, awesome night. Car was fun. Car was fast. Just me changing my lines, changing me, because you go from an old car pushing to a new car that you think it's pushing, but it's not pushing. Actually rotates and drives off the corner. It's a good experience.
Certainly is. Wayne Corey Jr. is up to the 6th spot.
Oh, trouble. Varricchio hard into the outside wall.
But I ended up going in backwards. We ended up putting a rear clip in the car, and we had the car back for the following week. I shaked it off that night because I knew what we had for a piece. We came back nice and strong. So I went from a hammerhead, throwing my foot into the pedal as hard as I could, to, you know, play easy. You know, we didn't have to.
He has a commanding lead over the 3rd place car. But now Varricchio's car seems to have a stutter step. He made some contact.
Oh, sway bar. Coming out of 3, there was no sway bar left, and the car was doing the 3-wheel dance, I call it. Still positive. I mean, it was still a positive night. We didn't do anything that would harm the car. It was just learning. It was part of the learning experiences, the new car blues, I call them, from week 4 upon. We just kept on building and building and building.
Paul Varricchio Jr. claimed his best career finish in the division with a 2nd place run.
That was the first 2nd place in a long time. I mean, let's face it, I haven't won a race since 2003. So 2nd place was exciting, very exciting. Well, the only thing I'm thinking that we're gonna have to really maintain is tires. Other than that, our motor program's really good. Kart maintenance program that we got way down right now is really good. So I think our confidence level is definitely it's far par. So the people that have been around me for the longest is like Gary Spinato, Butchie's, Willard Fosdick, my wife, Heather, my 4 kids, Emily from Gas and Racing. She helps me out with whatever parts or, you know, rush order stuff or whatever I need. Tavern on the Tracks definitely is another one big supporter of me. BFR, I gotta thank him for giving me a phenomenal race car. I have to thank Pete from East Coast Machine, Rent a Race Car, with the Rent a Race Car team, which is me and Gary's partnership. A bunch of guys that think on that side, like Bob, John, you got Eric and Rob, you have my son, Bill Doobie, Paul Birdie. So I gotta thank him because he does a lot of the shop maintenance with me also on the Saturdays when we're offloaded and ready to go. So there's a lot of people involved. Win races, see what we can do for a championship. I don't know. You know, I think we got it. I think we might have it. You know, I always dream high, so you never know. Dream high and never back down.